So today I'm making a video that is going to be a review slash a, what do I want to call it? Kind of breakdown of the movie Somebody to Love from 1994. And I have a special guest here today. This is Mommy, Mert Meat. Say hello, introduce yourself if you want to. You don't really have to. Anyways, there you are. But this is a movie that is starring Rosie Perez and Michael Lorenzo. It also has Stanley Tucci, and it also has Harvey Keitel in it, but they're not really main characters. They don't really matter, but they're just kind of there. It also has a couple of other people in it. I can't really remember right now, but I know I've seen them in other stuff before. Now, the first main thing that I want to say about this movie before I ask you questions about it, Mommy, and tell you what you liked about it, because you can say stuff. I don't know, you're just sitting there like, I don't let you talk.
I'm just waiting for you to finish, and then
I said, I will let you talk in a minute, so people will see that I don't like you in the basement and don't let you talk. But anyway,
but you do.
I know. So, anyways, I was going to title this video "Good Plot, Terrible Dialogue," because this movie, it does have a relatively good plot. It's just that it's so terribly written that it kind of bogs down a lot of the movie. What would otherwise be a really, really good movie, some of the dialogue is just kind of iffy. Like, there's too much cursing in it. There's too much overt, like, innuendos and things. And a lot of stuff could be saved if they just wrote it better. And I understand it's an adult movie, but you can write an adult movie without basically making it very sleazy and vulgar, which I feel like this movie does, which really, really takes a lot away from the good qualities of the movie, because it is very difficult to get past the first 5 minutes of this movie when you're listening to that terrible dialogue with Rosie Perez and Stanley Tucci in the beginning. But once you get past that, it kind of shuffles into a relatively good movie.
In effect, that's a technical professional term. They use it all the time. They put grease on the lens. It gives it that nostalgic effect. It covers up all the, you know what I mean? Not that you have any. Every star in America has used the Vaseline effect.
So, that's...
Well, if I may, I don't feel like it is... What did you say, Mom?
Terrible dialogue.
I think these type of people exist, so they just are trying to set you up for the type of person it was. I don't feel like it was unnecessary, because like you said, I don't like when they have cursing just to be cursing. But I feel like it fit the plot of the type of person and the type of people they were. So I feel like it fit, especially, you know, not to give away whatever we get to the end, but the things that transpired and the type of person that he was, I mean, where she was anyway and what he was doing, that's how I would assume that type of person is.
Yeah. So that's your little take on that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so like you said, let's get into the plot.
Mm-hmm.
So, in the plot of the movie, we have Rosie Perez, as you know, and she plays a girl called Mercedes. And do we want to say, because she's not really a lady of the night, she's a working, I don't know what you want to call her.
Nowadays, they would call it,
because she's
not an escort, no.
No, because she's not an escort, she's not a prostitute.
No.
She's like a working actress, but she's not working, you know what I mean?
No, they would call it a hostess.
Yeah. Because she's like,
It's
works
a
at the
hostess.
gentleman's club,
Yeah.
but she's not, you know.
She entertains the people.
Yeah.
Not that she has any talent, but she just spends time with the man and
in
they
living color dance moves,
get paid.
and that's supposed to be, she did this.
I'm talking about in them shows she's not supposed to be.
No,
Like,
I know.
entertain.
I hate that no one understands my jokes. LOL. When I said in living color, I was referencing a scene in the film where she dances for 2 seconds, and my mom goes, in the context of the movie, like, LOL, I know.
Supposed to be telling.
Seeing a nightclub act, you know,
Yeah.
like when they have people in a nightclub act and they have a pianist and they do a little rendition of copy
When
of people's
people
songs.
sing "Fly Me to the Moon" for the
But she's
900th
just
time.
dancing with whoever and whatever.
Yeah. Kind of like
for a ticket.
Yeah, like the movie Sweet Charity, you see, what's her name? Shirley MacLaine is kind of doing the same thing. This is a more modernized version of that because she works at the Gentleman's Club and sometimes she does extras on the side. And this is where Harvey Keitel kind of comes into the movie, as you know. He's her boyfriend, but he's not really her boyfriend, as you know, because he's just a customer she had who said he was going to marry her and leave his wife for her, which as you would know.
But now, like I said, they would call that a hostess, like the VIP girl that brings out the champagne or the cakes or whatever.
Yeah.
And talks to the people and hype them up and get them to spend more money.
Yeah. But that's obviously a lie when all those men say they're going to marry the girl, because they were never going to properly be with her or marry her. You know? And you see a lot of that nowadays, especially with these, like,
Since
Instagram,
the beginning of time.
whatever girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, they always had that, but I'm saying now it's worse because they have the stupid social media and you have all that type of slow stuff. But anywho, so she's a working actress girl / well, she's trying to become an actress, because I don't think in the context of the movie she had been in anything yet, and I think that's why she kept talking to Harvey Keitel, because she was trying to get to be in something, but he was not going to do anything, because obviously, as you've seen, his career was a flop. So how was he going to help her with anything? And then,
I think, like you were saying, with the horrible dialogue, you said it, that's the point of it, that these type of women believe that the type of men that go in there is trying to escape reality in the first place. So he's going to try to tell her whatever so that he can have access to her, but he really can't really do nothing for her, because if he did, not to be funny, he wouldn't be there in the first place.
yeah.
Oh, he had his hands all over me.
Maybe the guy needed a little warmth. What's so wrong with that?
You know what I mean? That was just some random side of the road check. Anywho, that's not the point. The plot kind of kicks in and transpires when she meets Michael D. Lorenzo, who just so happens to be in the town for the day, because I think they're supposed to be in California. And because I seen Azusa actually is a place in the desert in California. But this is before they built it up. Because, you know, kind of like here, this wasn't built up yet. Now it is.
Like you said, it's before they built it up.
Yeah.
Because I think it was California, because they were on the beach.
Yeah.
With those people.
Yeah, doing the little African theme dancing.
Because now it's more built up and it's more commercialized.
Yeah. Because, like, you remember
before
it was all
anybody
desert.
could be out there,
Yeah, back when we first got here. 10,000 pounds of desert. There was nothing. So you seen where he was, there was nothing there.
Yeah.
And he was just kind of living in, like, this little desert.
Yeah, like where his family was.
Yeah.
They have places like that here.
Yeah.
But both places now are a little bit more built up.
Yeah, because they just started, you see, they just
But
started.
here it's a lot more built up, yeah.
Yeah, now it's built. But so she meets him, and he's kind of like, his job is like day labor work. Because but they also live in isolation is the thing, too. I think they try to say about his family that they're isolated because they're so far from the town. And you see when she talks to him, and he says he lives way out there. She's like, you live so far from everybody else. You know what I mean? But that's not really a problem because she does talk to him and they have their little dynamic. It works. She talks to him in Spanish. He talks to her in English. Or, I mean, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Anywho's, I think they look cute together. And I think I think they're really cute.
Yeah.
And that's why I said I feel like if it would have focused, I don't know, I know it's supposed to be, her life is kind of grimy and she's kind of supposed to be a grimy person. So it kind of fits, not her, but her character.
I feel like they were closer in age.
Yeah.
But I don't feel like she was really attracted to him.
No.
But he had money, so she was like, okay, if he's going to spend his money on me, then okay.
Yeah. Well,
but she really, she liked the other man because she felt like he could do something for her, and for whatever reason, she was really physically attracted to the other man.
Because he was raggedy, and he was old. Well, anywho's, as you know, how she gets to meet Michael D. Lorenzo. He's one of her customers, and then he comes back on a different day, and I can't remember, he bought her a cat. He bought her a pet cat, or he found a cat in the garbage. They didn't say he bought it. He just had a cat for her. Do you think he bought it? Or did he find it?
I think he found it in the garbage, literally.
Quick pause, because Carlito wanted everyone to see him.
Nico.
Yay. Look at him shaking his... Hey, bye. You gonna come back here, Carlito?
He liked that word.
Oh,
what's the point?
He's mad because you didn't let him be a part of the video.
Mm-hmm.
Carlito, jump up here so you can be a part of the video. Carlito, look. Look at you. You're in the video now.
Where's the toy?
I don't know where his toy is. Now he's loading.
I had threw it somewhere.
Why are you calibrating, Carlito? Are you done? So anyways, one day Mercedes, who is Rosie Perez, and I forgot to say that Michael D. Lorenzo's name in this movie is Ernesto. I forgot to say that. But one day when she goes on an acting audition and she gets perturbed because the role is supposed to be for a short girl with dark hair, I believe. But they end up picking this giant girl who's like But it's only funny to me because I'm tall, and as a tall girl, you see people staring at you, see people hating all the time, and it's not my fault that you're the height of a hobgoblin. I can't do anything about it. But she gets mad because they picked this big giant girl instead of her, and she's like, "Are you serious?" Because the movie is supposed to be about a short girl, and every time she goes on an interview, instead of taking her seriously, they ask her about her beverages, which I guess is kind of the point of the joke of this movie, is that nobody ever takes her seriously when she goes on her auditions. So one day when she's leaving the club, like I said, Michael Lorenzo is waiting outside, and he has a little cat for her, and they end up getting into a kind of alley fight or something, where these people are chasing her, and he gets mad about it and ends up fighting them. And he was going to go back to his little hobo shack town, but she was like, "How are you supposed to get back there?" Because it's the middle of the night, and I don't know if they had buses. I'm pretty sure they do, but I don't know if the bus goes way down there, like where he lived. Which they don't explain. Why is he all alone in the middle of the place? You know what I mean? How he got down there. Why are you being so quiet?
No, I think he walked, like I said, I don't think they had a bus to wherever he was at.
Yeah. Because how else would you get down there?
Why don't you go home? You live around here?
Azusa?
Azusa? That's the desert, right? You got a ride?
A walk?
You gonna walk all the way to Azusa? All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because how else would you get down there?
Yeah.
Because the other boys had a truck. He didn't.
I think he was walking.
Yeah. For some
dangerous,
reason. Yeah, because you could get shivved or whatever. So she was going to make him walk back, but she decided to let him go home with
Well,
her.
she was going to say he could stay in the car
Yeah,
and then
he could stay
find
in
a
her
way
car.
in the morning and not to be walking in the middle of the night.
It's sad, but it's true.
Pero tienes mucho talento.
Do you realize how many talented people there are out there? Doesn't make a difference. What's different is when you make it. I mean, no one can touch you. No one can take it away. You call all the shots.
That's sad.
And kind of in this part, she explains that she doesn't really like him like that, but you see, and they make it very clear that he's obviously overly attached to her. And I don't know if I want to say she doesn't like him, because obviously she has to like him somewhat to interact with him, you know what I mean?
She likes him, but she's not attracted to him.
Yeah.
But I don't even think she really liked him like that.
No. Maybe she just thought, he needed a friend, so she was trying to be his friend
like
or
I
something.
said, he was buying her stuff, so she was like, okay.
Yeah, because she was kind of using him for whatever purposes, because then he takes her to the beach and all that, and you see he steals her some glasses, and he gets her all types of stuff, and then of course we go to the part where he takes her shopping, and she starts acting like a brand new person.
I think partly too, she just wanted somebody else to talk to too, because she don't really talk to those people at the club except for that stupid man, and then he ignores her all the time.
Yeah, and
So
she's always by herself.
Yeah.
And she lives in that little hobo shack, so she didn't really have anybody.
Unless she's going on an audition, so...
A slight change of scenery because somebody refuses to be civilized. Anyways. Oh, now you're leaving, Carlito? You're leaving? That's what you're doing?
Don't putting that on me. I'm out of here.
He said, okay, bye then. Anyways. So eventually, after him and her end up kind of becoming friends, they spend a little bit of time together. I forget where we were even at in the review of this movie. But anywho, they end up spending a lot of time together. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm not going to say the ending because that would be spoilers. But just know it goes down an iffy route, I will say. An iffy route. Now, I kind of want to get into a little bit of why the movie, to me, is kind of a unique movie. And then that'll be basically, my summary of it. Because I think it's kind of original in that it's not your stereotypical love story. And Rosie Perez movies are always like that. Like, she does deserve more credit than she gets. For her movies always having an original plot. Because, the one with Christian Slater.
Yeah.
And then the one with the two brothers. She does do, good plots. And she's not always playing the stereotypical type of girl in her movies. So she doesn't really get enough credit for that. They're more realistically based, I feel like. Stuff that can actually happen. And I do like that. But like I said, I feel like this movie is not... The beginning is just what's radiates so much cringe. And yes, there are people like that. And I think, like you said, they do that to show you the realism that there are people like this. But for the average person, it's a tad bit much if you haven't been around.
Like you said, I like her movies because they're not the average template. And that's probably why these writers are on strike. Because they why do we have to keep writing this same foolishness?
Yeah.
Can we not expand and do
Yeah,
something
you
new.
can't be original.
Yeah.
People don't let you be an original.
It's either boy loves girl or girl meets girl or boy. It's the same old thing.
Yeah. Nobody ever lets you be a true visionary or express your movie how you want to express your movie. Because most movies you'll see, we have Creed number 6 or Rocky number 6, Rocky number 7, whatever it is, because they make the same movie 37 times in a row instead of actually doing something.
It's not like Friday or House Party where it's in the lexicon and the culture. Like if you say, oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Or like a movie like Grease, which, like I said, I don't think is really all that good of a movie, but people like it. Why you're not gonna let Carlito lick you? Let him give you a kiss.
Look how he's looking at me too, like, really?
I know.
Move, Carlito.
Are you serious? Ooh. Charles. Like I said, he wants to be... Carlito, say something for the video since you want to be in it so bad. Anyways, like I said, it's not the typical movie, and it's a really good movie.
The attention.
Really? Are you serious?
Good or bad, or indifferent. It's not the same template plot of most movies.
So, in conclusivities, would you give it 5 stars? How many stars did you give it?
I like it a lot.
Yeah. I think it's good, and it's I think it teaches people stuff. Like, if you were, say you were slow and you really thought that somebody was about to make you the top tier actress of the world. It's kind of like when people walk up to me in the store and they say, oh my God, you should be a model. But they don't have a modeling contract for me. You know what I mean? Because he kept telling her he was going to help her be this top tier actress. But he's not really anybody. You know what I mean? Harvey Keitel's character. Yeah. And that's kind of, I feel like he ruins the movie. Because he's just so cringe. He radiates so much. That's the whole point.
That's what I like about it. Because I like him. And I love Harvey Keitel, of course, even though I think he got canceled. But did he get canceled?
I don't know.
Anyway,
so
let me not put that on him.
Harvey Weinstein got...
No. Anyway,
I
like the fact... In this movie, not always, but sometimes he does play that cringy character.
Yeah.
And it fits because usually if they have somebody that's... They might have been a producer or they have some type of credentials.
Yeah.
He really had nothing.
0 stars.
But he was trying to make her feel like he was a big man.
Tier. Yeah.
On campus.
Because he kept being
and then you seen everybody was like, ew, hell, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why I like that.
And because he kept being like, do you know who I am? And everybody was like,
he like, do you know who I am? Like,
and everybody was like...
In his little world, everybody was sweating him.
Yeah.
But when he went outside of that, it was like, oh, Lord, don't bring him over here.
But yeah. I think it's a good movie. Like I said, some of the dialogue to me, I think, could have been written a little bit better. But like you said, it's supposed to be like that. And it's supposed to not be the most comfortable movie in the universe. You're not supposed to be like, oh, whatever. Because that's the problem with most movies. It's always all rainbows and sunshine. Everybody's happy-go-lucky, hippy-dippy, whatever. And this is a more gritty movie, which is why I think it didn't get as popular. Because you never hear about this. Like, I literally never...
Yeah. I think for the most part, and I don't know, I'm not everybody. I think most people wants to be the happy ending, or you can be like, oh, I know how this is going to be because it's more comfortable.
Yeah, rather than something more.
But I like this. It's what I call an in-between movie. It's not an extreme shock, and it's not the gummy, sweet candy, happy ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like an in-between. I mean, what happened was, you know, I'm not going to say that.
And you want to
give it away. But it's just not the sweet, gummy, happy ending story. And it's not the,
oh my Lord, what is this type of movie? It's not, it's not Sgt. Pepper, and it's not Texas Chainsaw Massacre, basically. It's not either of those.
It's like more realistic.
Yeah. It's something you could see happening, especially the ending. I could see that happening in real life, which I won't say. But all you could say, so people go watch it, is watch out for Santa Claus. That's what I'm going to say.
For sure,
for the ending of the movie. So yes, conclusivity, the movie's 12 out of 10 quality content. If you have ever seen this movie, say what you thought about the movie. I liked it. Merch Meat likes it. So yeah. So I thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Now, bye.